Lamborghini Gallardo. It's one howling supercar. However, some people claim that being four-wheel drive means it's a little bit on the tame side. Thankfully, rather than getting all huffy, Lamborghini has responded with this limited edition model. It's called the LP550-2 Valentino Balboni, and it's a tribute to the Italian firm's most famous test driver.
Now, you've probably never heard of him unless you're a bit of a car geek, and I could bore you about how he's the man who's fine-tuned the handling of some of Lamborghini's finest cars, such as the Miura or Murcielago. And I could also explain how his favourite colour is probably white or gold. But the only thing you really need to know about Mr. Balboni is the fact that he's a man who seems to think that less is more.
The clue is in the car's name. It still has a 5.2 litre V10 at its heart, but this one develops 550 horsepower, which is 10 less than the normal Gallardo. And the 2? Well, that refers to the fact power is only sent to the rear wheels.
And that's rather important because it should mean this car feels more like a proper old school Lamborghini, which should make it even more fun. So is it?
Oh God, yes. If you're brave enough to turn the traction control off, this Lamborghini is totally insane. It feels like a proper raging bull, one that's been raised on a cocktail of steroids and BSE infected feet.
But it's not only the wildness that I love about this car. Because the front wheels don't have to think about anything else besides changing direction, the steering just feels more responsive and has a bit more feedback than in the normal four-wheel drive Gallardo. And I don't care that some anorak might point out that the LP552's 0-62 sprint time of 3.9 seconds is 0.2 of a second slower. And I don't even care that it can only do 199 miles an hour rather than 202. Because quite simply, this car is just more fun. Yes. And it's probably more likely to bite you on the arse if you haven't got the ability. I think we'll have the traction control back on.
And there's some more bad news for mere mortals. The LP552 costs £163,000, which is 18 grand more than the standard car. Plus it looks like someone has vandalised it with a giant bottle of Tipex and then gone and done the same on the inside. But none of that matters. This is the most exciting Gallardo ever. And if that wasn't enough to ensure its success, it's also the most exclusive, as only 250 will ever be built. So it seems Mr. Balboni is right then. Less is definitely more.